Entrepreneurship is on the rise in Arkansas. There are more entrepreneurs, more resources for entrepreneurs, and more competition for entrepreneurs. So let's talk some business with a couple of young entrepreneurs here. I'm joined by Anna Morrison with Campus Concierge, Jeston George with Apptegy. Thank you both for being here. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
All right. I accurately depicted that it is a good time to be an entrepreneur in Arkansas, did I not?
Yes, you did. Yes.
All right, all right. Let's talk a little bit about what your companies do. Anna, I'm going to let you go first. Tell me a little bit about what Campus Concierge does.
Campus Concierge is a student support service, so we provide tutoring and academic programs for college students.
All right. At the University of Arkansas right now?
We're in Fayetteville right now, but we have expansions in the works for the fall.
All right, that sounds good. And Apptegy has an education component to it. I didn't really plan it when I asked you guys to be on, but it worked out serendipitously.
Yeah, it sure does. We want to help schools strengthen their relationships with their communities with the use of technology. And a lot of the things that's happened with every new technology or social network that's come out there, it's actually made the job of the school administrators to communicate even more difficult. And we've developed a publishing platform which allows them to manage and distribute all their content from one place, saving them time and helping them communicate a lot more.
And both of these companies solve problems for people. So you guys were in a situation where you saw an opportunity to solve a problem. Tell me a little bit about what got you started in that.
Really mine, I was not far out of college, so I kind of related with a lot of the needs that we saw college students struggle with. But, you know, I'm from Springdale. I went to high school there, and then I moved, 10 minutes away. So I always had my parents there, and there were certain classes I struggled with, but I kind of say I'm an exception to the rule because my parents said you get 4 years and that's it. But
that's not necessarily an exception to the rule, so the Brock household's that way too.
Well, that's good. But and a lot of students are like that. It's just there's limited resources sometimes because there are so many students and there's not a personalized approach. And, I didn't really fit the mold of a normal student. I learn differently. I'm very visual and, my sisters love school, but school's really not my most favorite thing. But I was good at it because I was organized. I had, that close parent contact, and so I knew that there's got to be more students that we can, capitalize on this and really be able to funnel something into Fayetteville to not only help students succeed in college, but outside of college, into their future.
Yeah. And Justin, yours was nephew related, if I remember what I read.
You're right. It was just over 2 years ago. He was in kindergarten, and it was hard to keep up with his plays and his events at the school. They had things for the parents, but they didn't have anything geared towards, your aunts and your uncles and your grandparents and the rest of the community. So it got me thinking. We started looking into it, and man, it was a much bigger problem than we ever thought there was there. And then we did a lot of market research and market validation, went out and spoke to superintendents, technology coordinators, and communication directors around the state. And they all told us the same thing. Mm-hmm. They were ready to get mobile apps, but the last thing they wanted to do was have another system to update, and it was the same story everywhere we went. And after hearing it enough times, the light bulb went off and said, well, they're telling us the problem. It's our job to go out and come up with a solution, and that's what Apptegy is, the solution to that problem.
Now, where did you come with how did you come to the name Apptegy there?
So it is app strategy. So
okay.
And so we just put it together, and we need a brandable name and a domain name that was available. So you had to compromise. It's hard to get that.
And Campus Concierge, how did you come up with that?
That was really just based off of encompassing the name concierge, providing a service that it's not just tutoring, but, more than just that, taking time and meeting with students, getting to know their strengths, and encouragement goes a long way. So it kind of encompasses all of it.
Tell me a little bit about some of the challenges that you guys faced in getting your projects off the ground. You identified some needs, obviously. It was not as easy as just turning the light switch on and all of a sudden you're in business.
I think there was, we'd be here all day if we talked about the challenges. I mean, there's new challenges every day, but I think one of the biggest ones, and I was kind of discussing it with him earlier, was what I really liked about, his story is our similar kind of bring up of both of our companies was we both, had this great idea. All these people are super excited about our idea for Campus Concierge, and as we're starting to get it started, we start to listen to our customers. And so that was really, that's who the core of our business is. Mm-hmm. And I think that it's important to always keep that your number one priority. But, they have shaped who and what our company is,
So things have
because to meet
shifted
it,
in that respect, yeah. Justin?
The chicken and egg problem.
Yeah.
So we need money so we could grow our business and hire sales staff and get this out there. And then the investors want you to have customers before they give you money.
yeah.
So
It's a small challenge to
Yes,
face. So,
yes, yeah.
well, do y'all feel that Arkansas has the resources that you need to succeed, or is it just about there needs to be an environment out there? Have you leaned on some resources that are available in your two different communities that have helped you get a little bit further down the road, Justin?
Yeah, so we have. I was actually surprised. There's a lot more resources here than I was expecting when I started this journey. And so there's actually funding available here in Arkansas. I mean, we need to get more, but it's here. If you have something, you can get funded. We work out of the Venture Center. And the mentor sessions there have been really valuable. James Hendren and Joe Bell had mentor sessions with me and actually guided me and prepared me to raise capital. So I've been very happy with the resources that have been here, and it was more than I expected when I started.
Yeah, Anna?
I would agree. I think that, I mean, being successful really depends on the person and your, willpower to, achieve what you want to. But I think you obviously need help. Nobody gets there by themselves. But it's really a great community because, now I feel like I'm kind of shifting into the stage. I'm no longer can be considered a startup because we're in our third year. And so it's great to be able, I want to give back. So I think everybody kind of has that mindset. And it's good to have
You
that.
got one more year before you're not considered a startup anymore.
We'll still be a startup. It's okay to be a startup for a while.
I like it.
Yeah, so Justin can get them through K through 12, and then they're years in college to handle after that.
We're
How
going to
about
meet
that?
after
So,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of great ideas.
So tell me where you see your companies being, a very standard question, 5 years, 10 years down the road. I mean, what do you have in terms of vision for where you want to see it grow? Every college campus in America, every school in America?
Absolutely, dream big. In the next 5 years, I would like to have at least an established company at 5 different campuses, either in Arkansas or, here, Texas, wherever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
But that's our goal for now.
All right, Justin?
We want to actually change the way the entire K-12 education market communicates. There are lots of problems there, and we think that if we can make an impact and a difference, it'll actually get other companies following that lead as well. We're going to be very, very aggressive. We're going to grow this as fast as we can. So we are hoping to be in thousands of school districts over the next handful of years.
Strap on my seatbelt and watch you guys take off. Anna
Yes,
Morrison,
yeah.
Justin, George, thank you both for being here. I
Thank
appreciate you very
you.
much and wish
Thank
you
you.
the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Got
much.
an open
Appreciate it.
invitation to come back anytime.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome.
We're back with more right after this.